And we're continuing to follow that breaking news here at 4 o'clock. We're getting new details right now about an officer-involved shooting here in Greenville County.
Now, this happened along South Pleasantburg Drive. We have it mapped out on your screen here. It's a pretty busy area. The intersection there with Malden Road, right by the QT gas station. The Crunch Fitness isn't far, and not far from I-85.
Fox Carolina's Alexa Urbach is joining us live from the scene. Alexa, what have you just learned in the last 30 minutes?
So Carrie and Tori, that's exactly right. New information just coming into our newsroom about that deputy involved shooting. So what we have learned is that deputies were called on scene here at the Greenville Inn and Suites along South Pleasantburg Drive just before 2:40 p.m. in search of a suspect involved in an armed robbery that happened in Pickens County earlier this morning. I'm going to tell you about those details in just a minute. But what happened when deputies arrived here on scene, they say they found a vehicle matching that same description that armed suspect was allegedly driving. Now, when they say they approached that vehicle, the suspect allegedly then got out and was armed. That is when deputies fired, shooting that suspect at least once. The suspect was then transported to a hospital. Their condition at this time is unknown, but I can tell you that the 6 deputies who were involved are safe. They are accounted for. They are also placed on administrative leave, which is typical in situations like this with officer or deputy involved shootings. So if you take a look at the scene behind me, you can see it is starting to wind down a little bit, but the Greenville County Sheriff's Office Command Center is still active right now. I have learned that this Inn and Suites actually serves as an extended stay for a lot of people in the area. Those people not allowed in just yet until the scene has been officially clear. Now, I want to go back because I know this may be a little complicated, but I want to give you some more information. Again, the suspect who was taken to the hospital was allegedly involved in an armed robbery in Pickens County that happened at 9:30 a.m. at a Shell station along Old Easley Bridge Road. Officials say the suspect allegedly was armed with a semi-automatic handgun and demanded money from the store clerk before fleeing. Greenville County Sheriff Hobart Lewis has more on what happened. Take a listen.
This is Sheriff Hobart Lewis. We're here at the Greenville Inn and Suites on South Pleasantburg Drive here in Greenville County. We have an officer-involved shooting that took place earlier today around 2:40. Deputies responded here looking for a suspect from an armed robbery at a neighboring jurisdiction. They found the vehicle, located a suspect who they found to be armed. An officer-involved shooting again took place here. The suspect has been transported to the hospital. Several deputies that are involved are placed on administrative leave. There's a lot of activity out here, certainly some traffic issues to be aware of. SLED has arrived on scene to conduct their investigation into the shooting. Our Office of Professional Standards is here to conduct our internal review that will take place for the shooting for our policy issues or anything like that. We will release a critical incident video on March 9th of this year, and you can find that on our YouTube channel, and we'll update you with any further information.
As you heard, SLED is on scene right now here at the Greenville Inn and Suites along South Pleasantburg Drive. Again, that suspect was taken to the hospital. Their condition at this time unknown, but all 6 deputies involved who are placed on administrative leave are safe and accounted for. We'll bring you more information coming up on the 5 o'clock news, but for now, reporting live in Greenville County, Alexa Urbach, Fox Carolina News.
All right, thank you, Alexa, for that update.
And let's bring in our Christina Feliciano, who's been speaking to people not far from the scene. And Christina, it seems some of them are really shocked to see something like this happen in that area.
Absolutely, Carrie and Tori. So right now we're here off the corner of this intersection, South Pleasantburg Drive and Malden Road. And as you can see, that green light just went on. These drivers are going to be going through this intersection, and it kind of seems from our vantage point, business as normal. I mean, just 30 minutes before, this was definitely stop and go traffic, and we were able to catch up with at least 2 residents, one of which who has lived here for over 30 years, saying that he's never seen anything like this before, anything to this magnitude, to have multiple agencies out here and an officer involved shooting. And then the other resident, he's used to traffic, and so am I. We're both from South Florida, but he said that he had no idea what was going on. Take a listen.
I don't really know because I was stuck in the traffic for 20 minutes. I tried to go around. I'm trying to go to my work, and I was stuck in this side too, 10 minutes, but I don't really know what's going on in there.
And just to put that in perspective, he says that it takes him anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes at most to get through this intersection, as he does every day to and from work. So definitely it was an inconvenience. And just like you heard from him, Daniel, a lot of people on this intersection, I mean, they're not at home in front of their TVs. They're not getting these live reports and getting this updated information. So they're completely in the dark as to what's going on. But again, since about 30 minutes ago, we have seen this intersection kind of, die down as far as the traffic is concerned. And, as this investigation continues, there may be more agencies that come out. All of that is still up in the air. But as of right now, it looks like traffic is flowing through this intersection. So if you do have to come here on your way home from work, or if you're going out to run any errands, you should be good to do so. But if you do have an alternate route, you might want to take that because this is all still up in the air. Reporting live in Greenville County, Christina Feliciano, Fox Carolina News.
All right, thank you, Christina, for that traffic update as well. We'll check back in with you later this evening.
Now, some information we want to share with you. According to SLED, in 2024, the Greenville County Sheriff's Office had 7 deputy-involved shootings, and the year before that, they had 4.
Now, in the whole state of South Carolina, they had 45 officer-involved shootings in 2024 and 43 in 2023.